And we are live.
And I'm choking. Way to go live. Holy moly. Let's see how our audio is.
All right. Can you guys hear us? If you can, please let us know in the chat.
Yeah. Let me get this set up. It should be good audio. We use this all the time. All right. So we're live. It has been almost 2 months since we've been live. I think May was the last time that we went on, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's been a while.
We've got a lot to talk about. Holy moly. So first and foremost, we're at the house. Clearly you can see that. Thanks to CrowdStrike and the computer snafu, I get to fly to California for a work trip. You're coming with me.
Yeah. Okay, let's just give it a minute and let others join the live. Sorry, we just literally scarfed our dinner. We actually ordered dinner tonight.
And it showed up late.
Yeah. All right, Ruth, can you hear us?
How's it sound, Ruth? Let us know. I got one thumbs up. That must be that it sounds okay.
All right.
All right, we're good. Well, we got 8 people on.
Woohoo.
Look at us doing big things. Like I said, it's been a couple of months since we've been live, and what a crazy couple of months it's been. What you want to?
It's been a wild ride. First and foremost, our daughter is doing great.
Yes.
So she's still slowly recovering, and we actually hired her.
Well, hired as in voluntold without pay. Does that count as hired?
Hey, room and board counts. Room, board, food, internet.
Right, because she's not getting a paycheck, because neither are we. So, yes, daughter's doing great. Recovery's going quite well. Man, it's a slow process.
Hey, Curtis.
It is nice to see. Sounds like a Chris and Martha something. I can't see what that is. Is it a emoji?
Yep, it should sound like us.
It does sound like us. Well, hopefully it sounds okay. We've got our pod mics out because, like I said, we got to fly out for a work trip, so we had to get our butts home.
Yeah, so podcast. So we are doing a podcast, Working and Wondering. Go a little out of order.
Oh, she's screwing it up. We're 3 minutes in and she's already out of order, y'all.
So we just got done with an Alaska series.
Yes, we did.
Just everything you need to know about planning, going through Canada, traveling with the dog, what to do in Alaska, what you should bring, like anything and everything Alaskan you can think of.
How to avoid being that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was that guy.
Yeah, he was. But we're really excited about it. And we're going to expand more on Working and Wondering in a little bit. But yeah, like we said, our daughter, she's doing fantastic. Yeah.
So since you guys, last time we went live was in May. At that point, we were just finishing the Run Disney 10 mile, which went really well. We succeeded, which we've told you guys about that. Now, not so well.
No. So I fell twice, once in May and once in June at a campground, and I hurt my ankle, which in turn hurt my right hip. So
you got to give them more context. They're going to think I threw you down or something.
No, it was just uneven campground, like on the grass.
I'll tell the story since you're glossing over it. So we were in Elkhart, Indiana, and they had cut the grass in the campsite, and the way they went over it, the grass looked level, but there was 2 major holes right off the pad that were cut straight, and we didn't know. Our dog just knocked something over. It was cut straight over it, and Martha stepped into it, rolled her ankle, and her arms were full.
I got to grab the light off the ground.
Oh, boy, the dog knocked it down. So her arms were full, and she hit the ground full body. And then, unfortunately, a month later, same campground, different spot, did the exact same thing. They had cut the grass level. The ground was horribly uneven, and she rolled her ankle and went down. And what did your doctor diagnose with your hip? Because that's kind of all been in the same issue.
I think it's called bursitis of the hip.
She injured her bursa sac. Yeah. And I know that was a thing, but I'm learning, Jesus, this dog is driving me nuts, y'all. Anybody want a Rottweiler?
She just took my napkin.
So what does that ultimately mean for us?
Ultimately, so I have to go get x-rays to confirm it, probably get some steroid injections and periodically. Yeah. Lots of PT, but it means we are not going to do the half marathon.
Yeah, I'm bummed because, Mickey ain't giving us our money back. So we're not going to be able to do the half marathon in Disney, but that's okay. I would rather have you healthy and be able to do this at a later date. Life's short, and there's no point in injuring yourself. And so we want to enjoy every moment and make the most of it, and we'll get back to it.
Yeah, because when we signed up to do that, it was to do it together as an experience. Like, Chris could always run a half marathon downstairs on our treadmill. Won't be as magical, but
no, it would suck.
So I got PT, I got some stuff to do with it, and then I'll be back at it, and we'll train and do something next year. The good thing is you're still able to work out. We've been working out constantly, so things are going really well from that perspective. I mean, from a health perspective, it's been good. We do have I am going to edit the video of our 10-mile run and the whole magical experience because we had a great time. We did. We vlogged the whole thing, so that video will come out. It will. So what else did we do in June that most people probably know by now but don't know the details of? So if you didn't know, we sold our Paradigm, our fifth wheel. That is right. The Black Pearl is gone. And our dually, which we didn't advertise for sale, but that ended up selling with the Paradigm. Yeah, so the fifth wheel's gone, the dually's gone, and of course, Martha being Martha found an extra truck that we'll never be able to hide from anybody. So if you haven't seen that video, so we bought a 2024 Chevy Silverado, but it's an Alaskan edition. So it's a work truck. So it's on a beefier frame. It's a crew cab with a standard bed. Yep, single rear wheel, gas. So it went. So we got a new tow vehicle. We went one time because I know how much crap we like to carry with us when we travel, and so it's going in the back of the truck and not into the Delta. Yeah, and we're pretty extra about it. So not only that, like we have our bike rack out front where because the work truck's supposed to be for a snowplow. Right. So we put a hitch up front, and then now we have a bike rack up front. We have the risers above the bed. With cargo racks. It's kind of crazy. So we're in a travel trailer. I know that's one of those questions that we get like regularly. What do we think about being in the travel trailer? We're loving it. There's been some adjustments, just like anything going from our toy hauler to a fifth wheel, there was adjustments. So going from the fifth wheel, going a little smaller to the travel trailer, the biggest thing is the bedroom. Yeah. It has been, the bedroom is way smaller. I mean, obviously we're on a queen bed. Somebody got evicted from our bed. Callie girl, our dog. Yeah, she got evicted. She got over it in a couple days, but she's got an amazing like dog mattress. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Chris went and found like the plushest dog mattress that they had at Costco for like $50 or something. Brought it home, and she's like, "All right, I'll forgive y'all." Yeah. So other than a smaller bedroom, the bathroom is significantly smaller. That part hasn't bothered us too much. The nice thing is the living space in our 292 RL Delta is actually bigger width-wise than what it was in our Paradigm. We didn't know that until actually we were talking to Bill Martin at Alliance, and he said, yeah, because they did 36-inch slides opposing that the interior width of the 292, even though it's the exact same rear floor plan, is wider than it was on our Paradigm. Yes. And the bathroom's a little smaller, but honestly, the bathroom and bedroom being smaller doesn't affect our day-to-day. No, it's fine. I actually love the on-demand shower, although it took me a little getting used to because it's propane only. Yeah, that took some getting used to because then sometimes we get to the campground. We're used to the Paradigm where you can either do propane or you can do electric, and we would just always do electric. And with the solar system and everything, it was like, oh, electric. And I'm like, well, that's not an option. Not anymore. So we have on-demand hot water, but some adjustments there. From our hot water heater. Oh, good God. It's not a hot water heater. If y'all agree, put it in there. Put it in the comments. Tell her it's not a hot water heater unless you put a thong on it. I'll put a thong on it. So let's say hi to some folks. Let's see who's on here. We got about 18 people on right now. Hold on one sec. Move it up a little. There's Callie. She's driving us nuts, by the way. All right. So let's say hi to who do we got? We got Adrian and Ruth. Yeah. Real life with Adrian and Ruth. Curtis. We got, of course, which is the RV plus 3. Victoria. So we met Victoria and her family over in TTO. Yes. Thousand Trails, Orlando. They have a Delta as well. They were allowing us to take pictures and look at their Delta and walk around because we didn't have ours yet. We were still in the Paradigm, but it was in the process of being built. So that was really cool. And then she asked, how's the demand water heater treating you? Really good. I really do like it. I don't mind it. I was worried it was going to be a propane hog, but it hasn't been. It's been really good on that perspective.
Your dog is scratching my arm. Y'all, this is just crazy.
She's a needy Rottweiler.
Yes, she is. You just went past one right here. Oh, somebody. Oh, put that one up right there. Go up, 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 up. Right there. Keeping it real. Keeping it real with Bob. Oh, they just had a shot. Same thing 3 weeks ago.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it's working for you. Martha's in the ow, it hurts to do everything. She can't sleep on her right side. It's been pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's flared up because we've been back at our home base for a couple of weeks and we've just been really going ham in our garage gym. We have a really, really awesome garage gym. Anything you need at a CrossFit gym, we have.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So now I have to take it a little easy, but I just figuring out what I can do because I still can work out.
Yeah, so let's keep going. Let's say hi to some folks on here.
RV+3. Hey, guys.
Yep, they're on. And let's see. That's our comments so far.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So now we're talking about the Alliance Delta travel trails, the next thing on our list. What is your thoughts so far as towability? Because that's something we get asked about quite a bit. We got a gas truck, single rear wheel, but we still got a 34-foot long trailer.
Yeah, so you got to watch that tail swing.
Are you saying your Delta's got a big booty?
I got a big booty.
But we haven't even named it yet, so you can't make fun of something that doesn't have a name.
That's true.
You guys got any ideas for names on the Delta?
So we don't want Delta Dawn. Chris had a crazy ex-girlfriend in high school named Dawn, so that one's off the list. And then he won't let me use Delta Force because he said that's an Army thing.
Right.
I don't know, Curtis, is that an Army thing? Can we name it Delta Force?
No, we cannot.
I was going to put some camo up on it.
I'll call it the Chairborne Ranger before we go down that path. I'll put the Air Force motto on the back window. Screw the ammo, we need toner.
And I'll put toner fluid where it says gray, black, gray.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah. Crazy days in this place.
I know.
So once we picked up our Delta, of course, we got it. I can't remember the name of the dealership. It's a little mom and pop joint in Elkhart, Indiana, but it was a really smooth transition. We took off and went like almost immediately down to Texas because we have no sense.
Well, we'll go back a couple days. So once we got it, we had about a month with it in Elkhart and then at the fairgrounds with the Alliance RV Rally. Then we took it down to Texas.
There's a funny story about a microwave you might want to tell people.
I had to get a new microwave.
No, about me and that damn time on the microwave.
Oh, yeah. So my husband, he was not happy that our microwave was not keeping time.
I could not figure out why the microwave would not keep time. Every time I turned around, the dang thing, the clock was wrong.
That was only on travel days.
And I couldn't figure it out.
And we done figured it out when?
As soon as I realized I didn't have solar or an inverter or any kind of go-go juice without being plugged in.
And if you followed us and you saw our fifth wheel, our Paradigm 340 RL, that thing had a massive solar system and there was nothing in there we couldn't do.
It never, ever lost time.
He's like,
because it had batteries. So it was funny because I actually told Todd when I got to the NRVTA, I told him, I said, I got to tell you this story. I said, this is how spoiled we got with solar. And I told him that I was pissed because this microwave would not keep time. There was nothing I could do. I kept resetting it until I had an aha moment that you need an inverter.
He was effing pissed, Stacy. That's how pissed he was.
Oh yeah, it was bad. And
that's a shout out to RV Unplugged season 1.
Right. And so Todd laughed at us. Of course, we decided to do big beard batteries on the solar system. We love Todd, and him and his team are just freaking awesome.
Yeah. And of course, we have our solar video out. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. This is about the solar build, our experience at the NRVTA, the Little Red Schoolhouse. But we're also working on a different solar video of like
everything. Full tour. Yeah, because that didn't show everything. We've done a lot to the system after we left the school, because in a classroom environment, there's only so many things that they can do just due to limitations of time. Mm-hmm. So there was things that we followed up on, ventilation system. I ripped out the 12-volt system after the fact. And there was a lot.
So the extra little battery, the Renogy one, that's not Big Beard, that we're using
for the 12-volt system.
Yeah.
Off the front. So yeah, the solar was a must. And guess what? The clock keeps time.
It's amazing, except for when you go from Central Time Zone to Eastern Time Zone. I was like, Chris, Go to your microwave, change the time.
So if you haven't seen it, you should. Some of the things we get questions about online all the time is about the Big Beard batteries and what's our thoughts and how have they performed. They are fantastic. And I'll tell you, I never, ever want to wire or cable 12 100 amp hour batteries ever again in my entire life. We have 2 batteries that equates to 1200 amp hours. It is freaking awesome. When
we left Texas after our solar build, we had the most awesome experience at a rest area. I went in there and then Chris followed me in because, we have our snacks in there. We can use our own restroom. And I was like, hey, babe, you want some microwave popcorn? He was like, hell yeah. So we got to use that lovely microwave.
It's been really a game changer again. I have become so spoiled with the solar system that I don't think I could go back to not having one.
Oh, Beth's on here. Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth. How you guys doing? Oh, hold on a minute. Go put the one right above that up. Adrian and Ruth. Oh, come on, y'all. No. I'm talking about the one right before that. I like Delta Force, Delta Farce. Oh, my God. You are funny. That is funny. No, thank you. Come up with a better name, y'all.
Delta Diva.
Delta Diva. No, Diva is definitely Martha.
No, that'd be you.
All right. All right. So we got to do something immediately. We went back to Elkhart, Indiana, and then the next thing we did was a blast.
Yes. So we went to the Venture Bandits Clamp Out, and that was in Ohio, and it was so much fun.
They was can really gorgeous, throw down. And that was probably the best, most fun rally that I've been to that we didn't host.
Yeah, we didn't host, and we had no obligation. Well, one obligation, the RV Unplugged watch party, but that was fun.
That was fun. We got to hang out and watch it and make fun of the contestants that were at the Clamp Out. So yeah, if you ever get a chance to go to an Adventure Bandits Clamp Out
or their bash,
do it.
Yes,
they put on a heck of a party.
Everyone was awesome. The food was spectacular. The entertainment was great. They have live bands. It was just amazing.
Yeah, it was the best I'd have ever performed in cornhole. Thank God for Mr. Banks. He
all about the Banks.
Right. He saved us. He carried a load. We made it until the final 8, which is good because there was a lot of flinging people in that tournament.
Yeah. And then the finale of that cornhole tournament, it started raining. So we got on our bikes and headed back to the trailer.
Yeah. So if you get a chance, had a blast, love it, definitely go. So you mentioned podcasts. Is that why these little things are in front of my face?
Yes. These little things that are not sponsored, so we covered in tape. If they want to sponsor us, we'll pull the tape right off.
Right. No, this was called Sponsored by Wallet.
Sponsored by You Got a Job.
Right. Exactly. So we decided to do the podcast because there's a lot of topics that we want to talk about from an HR lens and from just the business side of things that don't translate as well on YouTube. Yeah. And in a traditional video format, it makes it difficult. So we really like the idea of the podcast. So we went all in and got the podcast set up. We've taken it on the road with us.
Yeah. And we really like the quality of it.
Yeah, it has been. This is all the road equipment, the RODE. It's been good. Is it overkill for what we're doing? Yeah, probably. But as you can tell, the sound quality is freaking incredible.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah. So you want to share our new website? Can you show them our website?
I didn't put it up.
Wow. She must be new, y'all.
It's been a long day. I had a doctor's appointment today. So another thing we're starting to do is...
Callie, stop.
So we started making Callie her own dog food.
Yes.
She's been enjoying that. So
we pull up the website. I want to talk about the website. I'm not talking about the dog. The dog's way down here on the bottom. See, we have an itinerary or an agenda that we would like to work through, but as you know, we just wing it and go from there. But we decided to in June put up a brand new website. We actually hired a professional company, Spark. Is that what they're called? Spark?
Yeah.
Spark. They're a Florida company, and they built out our website. As you can tell, it's cool. I like it. I love the theming of the colors. It matches our logo. And we wanted something that looked a little bit nicer, a little bit more user-friendly to go through. We also wanted to be able to build it out so that we could put our own merchandise on here because, as you mentioned, with our daughter, she's been helping us quite a bit on designing logos. She designed, they enjoy every moment.
They can't see your shirt right now because we're sharing the screen.
Well, that's just rude.
So what's on the screen here is what is the Venturesome tribe. So we are starting a membership, and you would just click here where it says join the tribe. We have different levels of membership, so we're really excited to share that.
Yep. And that's where all the bloopers go, the unedited Chris losing his mind and the F-bombs that occasionally slip out. But we wanted to be able to go to the merch page. So we also wanted to work with our daughter on this because she had ideas on like logos, things of that nature. And you know, our motto, enjoy every moment. Well, her and her boyfriend opened up their own little small business, and it's called Poof Creatives. It's pretty funny because it's based on the cat. That's a story in itself. But they do buttons, they do magnets, they do stickers, they do all kinds of like Cricut type stuff. So we wanted to try to incorporate some of her items into our website and try to help them out in the process. So we put our own merch up there. And then also, of course, we have the Venturesome Couple gear.
And then on here, so these are our veteran shirts. So we have every branch in here.
Yep. We have
different colors. And I did choose to have women's V-neck, or V-neck if you want.
Yeah. And Red Friday. So all of our veteran shirts and all of our Red Friday shirts, anything that is made off of that goes 100% to Soldier's Heart.
Yeah. All our proceeds from the sales will go to Soldier's Heart,
which is a nonprofit that we've been very supportive of for the last, well, since you worked there in Alaska. But they're a veteran. They support not only veterans, first responders, EMS, firefighters. I mean, every type of emergency management or hero, as we like to call them, whether it's military or not, they take care of them, and they do a lot for rehabilitation and mental health.
Yeah. And then we also have hats on here. So we have the distress hats over here. My favorite is the woman's trucker cap. So this one on the back of the cap, it has a ponytail holder exit.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the leather. So these are leather patches. One's enjoy every moment. The other one is, of course, the Venturesome Couple logo. So anyways, you can see why we went ahead and hired a professional to come in and try to help us on our website, because we were getting there, but it was taking us forever.
It was, and it was very time consuming, and it was kind of out of our element, but we're happy with what they've done. I mean, what do you guys think of our new website?
It says the screen is stuck on the previous window. I don't think they saw anything. If that's the case, let us know. We'll just stay on the live side of things.
It didn't shift to the gear page. Okay. Well, VenturesomeCouple.com. I'll send you the link.
Yep. And like I said, it helps a lot. We're not moving a lot of merch, but we want to let you know that we're putting in the effort and it's there, and we really want to be able to support our troops. So that's really what it comes about, taking care of the veterans, taking care of our first responders. So it's there. So there's also something else that's going to be coming out on our website eventually, and we're actually hoping our daughter will take over the initial draft of this, and that's a blog. Some of the stuff that we are putting on our website, or some of the stuff we're putting on like YouTube and on the podcast, there's even more detail that we would like to go into. And you can't always do that on a video. You end up in the video will be an hour long. The podcast will be 2 hours long. So we want to be able to say, okay, how do we get people more information, more background information, more in-depth stuff? And the blog is going to be the answer.
Yes, absolutely.
What'd you have up there? I saw you pull something up.
It's for the next part when we talk about the rally.
Oh, yeah.
I was jumping ahead.
I can't keep the squirrel caged.
The squirrel is strong in me.
Yeah. So there's a blog coming. That's something that we're working on. And so if you're interested in getting the blog or the newsletter for our upcoming rally, let us know. Just go to VenturesomeCouple.com, put your email in, and then we'll send that. We will not spam you. We will not sell your information. We're not in it like that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about, let's see, RVTV. Go.
Okay. So we are on RVTV, so RV Television. That's a great network. Honestly, we're not making money off it, but it's spreading the reach for consumers on the television side to learn more about RV life.
Yeah. So
we do have 2 dedicated shows twice a week, and usually they're about a half hour. Every now and then they'll put our Key West up there as an hour special.
Well, and our Delta tours and some other stuff's an hour this week. So if you have people that are interested in RV life that don't watch YouTube or just strictly watch television, send them to RVTV. It's on Roku. It's on Fire Stick. It's on, almost, I won't say all the streaming platforms, but a lot of them. And so we can really send information their way.
Thank you, Adrian and Ruth. Callie's going to appreciate the treats.
Oh, boy. She's going to get them Frosty Paws. That's her thing.
Oh, I know. Every night she's like, well,
where's my Frosty Paw? That's why we had to put her on regular food. You want to talk about that since we're talking about our baby?
We did earlier. So we are now making her own meals. So after this California trip, we take her back into the vet and we'll get her blood work done and make sure she's getting the proper nutrients. So that's a recommendation that they had that we're going to give is if you do change to regular food, we did ease into it just a little bit, kind of mix it with regular food and her dog food, and we'll transition it out. Yeah,
and it is way better for her health-wise. It's real food. Dog kibble is not bad depending on what you get, but we're trying something different. She's older. We're trying to help her lose weight. She can't do a bunch of exercise because of her hips and her knees. So we got to find a way to try to help her along on this process.
Yeah.
So where are we going in 2 weeks?
2 weeks, we will be back at Camp Margaritaville, Auburndale, Florida.
We hope that we will see you all there because we're going back for season 2 of RV Unplugged. It is the rally and the finale.
So we'll see who wins season 2.
Yeah. We know the final 4 now. We saw that last night.
Yeah. Did you guys watch? Are you guys watching RV Unplugged season 2?
Yeah, definitely. If you're not, you should. The production, I think they did a really good job. I mean, granted, we were involved with it, so we have like kind of that personal emotion behind it.
Yeah.
But I think that not doing it all on GoPros and bootstrap budgets, they actually brought in a real team. It helped a lot.
Yeah. And I like to think that we helped contribute because we were contestants in season 1.
Lizardgate. If you don't know what Lizardgate is, go back to season 1 and watch it and see what I'm effing pissed about.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That was a thing.
All right.
But we're excited because we're going to see all our friends there. And season 2, that was a great cast, and not all of them were influencers.
No, so not at all. And I think they're gonna keep going away from influencers and more just into the general RV population, which I think is wonderful.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's still rally tickets out there. Just go to RV Unplugged website and check it out. We have the schedule up now.
Yep. So as we mentioned, going back to California this week.
We leave on Sunday. We'll get back Friday, and then we turn around and load up the Delta and head to Margaritaville like that next day.
Saturday morning. Yeah, we fly in Friday night back into Orlando, and then Saturday morning, or whatever it is, 11 or 1, whatever the check-in is, we've got to be there the next day. So we've actually got to prep everything this weekend so that while we're gone, as soon as we come back, we literally get in the trailer and we're gone again. And then from there, we're not going back home because we're going to go down to some of the beaches, and we've got some state parks set up. That's one of the things we didn't talk about. Go ahead.
Oh, all about the banks around here. Thanks, guys. They said congrats on your website.
Thank you. We were just talking about you. I'm sure you heard us about how you carried my sorry butt in cornhole.
Oh. There's our sister-in-law, Goldie. Hi, Goldie.
Hello, fam. That's live from Alaska right there.
Yep. We're going to go see my brother, my sister-in-law, and our niece and nephew next summer. So we're really excited.
Yeah. As long as RV Unplugged doesn't do anything crazy like a rally in August in Florida. Next year, we're going to Alaska no matter what. We rescheduled this year because obviously we sold the trailer, bought a new truck, sold the truck. Did RV Unplugged.
And our daughter.
Yes.
We didn't want to be gone too far, because it'd only been a few months.
Yeah, it was difficult. We wanted to make sure we took care of her. So, So is there anything that you guys want us to record on the West Coast? We're going to be back and forth to the West Coast. I think we have like 3 trips planned, and like the next 6 to 8 weeks, we're going to be bouncing back and forth. So if you're watching this in the replay, put it in the comments. Let us know if you want us to record anything on the West Coast.
Yeah.
We're going to be there. We're not going to have an RV. So let us know. And we canceled our Disney annual pass. So we're not going to go see the mouse.
Disneyland, just to be clear, Disneyland annual pass. That one's canceled. Our Disney World one, we pay monthly. We're keeping that one.
Yeah, we won't get into the politics of that crazy mouse.
Yeah, we just go for the rides.
Yep, we're in it for the fun. All right, so yes, we're going to be doing some Florida hopping. We're super excited. One of the things we loved about the Delta is that we're under 34 feet, and we're now able to get into a lot more state parks where we were almost 40 feet with the Paradigm. So now we've got some beach spots that were available that are 35 foot and smaller only on these state parks. Right?
Right.
She tells me I talk too damn fast. That's what she said, y'all.
I just told him, slow your talking down a little bit.
It's been a long time since we've been live.
I know, and there's just like so much to say too.
It is.
So I'm excited about this California work trip. I think this one, you guys ever watch that, what is it? The Diners, Dive and Drive?
Diners, Dives, and Drive-Ins. Guy Fieri's show on Food Network.
So he recommended a place that we're not too far from when we go down there to California. So I think we're going to go vlog that.
Yeah, we want to go see what it's all about. Hopefully it's good. And I think it was Hawaiian food, if I remember correctly. We have it all written down on our, we got to go do that list. We tried to do it last time we were in California, but some of our Venturesome tribe messaged us on Instagram.
Because they saw us down there and we were recording a RV campground in Huntington Beach. And they reached out to us and I happened to check it as we were driving off. And I was like, oh, honey, turn around. He's like, why? I said, we have some folks that spotted us. They're a tribe and they want to meet us. So we went back. Yeah.
So we went back. And so we didn't get to try the restaurant last time. Also, we're big foodies if you haven't figured that out. So if you know any good places in Southern California food wise, we lived there for a while, but we surely don't know everything.
Hi, Wendy. She says, hi, Chris and Martha from Tom, Alaska. Aw, we wish we're in Alaska right now.
Absolutely. Because it is hot with a capital T in Florida right now, and it rains every flinging day.
And thunderstorms. So, yeah, RV Unplugged Season 2 rally. Great timing.
Luckily, you got 50 amp hookups, or 30 if you need it.
Bring an umbrella, bring a rain poncho.
Right.
And something to control humidity if you get humidity hair like I do sometimes.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's just terrible.
Oh, Wendy's in toque. Okay, toque.
I figured that might have been the case.
I kind of figured after I read it.
Wendy, have you been to Chicken? If you're in toque, you're not that far from Chicken.
And did you eat at that Thai place there by the gas station?
Mm-hmm.
It was delicious.
Yeah. They probably are like, what in the hell are they talking about? These people are nuts.
If not, our Alaska series, we talk about it.
We do. We tell you some really good places to eat. Some of those little local dive joints that we know from living there for so long.
Yeah.
They're really, really good.
And with our Working and Wondering podcast, we play the video form on our YouTube channel in the playlist.
Yeah. So if you're not an audio type podcast download people, we're not. Well, Martha does a little bit, but we're not for the most part. But I will watch a podcast on YouTube.
Yeah. It's a little more entertaining because then you can see, oh, speaking of that, we recorded ourselves recording ourselves, if that makes sense. So Chris put his phone on a tripod and recorded us
doing a podcast.
No. Was it? No, He was standing there talking about Splash RV Resort.
No, we were doing the podcast right in front of the noisy ass Ribbit Lake.
No, we were standing.
Whatever she says, y'all.
We were standing there talking about one of the RV parks here, and we fidget.
Oh, do we? I haven't seen the video. Are we like
this, and then we turn around the other way and talk. It's funny. I'm gonna have to put that up as a reel. That's
the type of stuff we're gonna put in the background for our
membership.
Our membership is like we're gonna record a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that we're doing. So like if we're doing we did a Splash RV Resort full tour for ultimately it's going to be for our Southern Alley rally, but we recorded us recording it while we were recording. It's
just
fun.
A little part of it, just
for fun.
Just for fun.
And show all kinds of the shenanigans that go on behind the scenes when it comes to recording and how it doesn't come off as smooth as you all know.
So let's see. RV+3 says it's 73 degrees in northern Michigan.
See, that just tells me you know how to RV correctly.
Yeah.
We went to 96 degrees, 101 degrees.
Okay, the biggest reason why we came back to Florida, besides our daughter, like right now, I got selected for jury duty. I got summoned, I should say summoned. They didn't select me in the panels.
3 times. Tell the story.
In the past year and a half, I got a letter 3 times saying,
and this last time she didn't get the you're clear. She had to go through the full game. You tell them.
Okay, so, well, the second time I got selected and I was supposed to show up in March, and I went in there and said, hey, I'm going to be out of town because we're supposed to go to Keys. So I pushed it out until July 22nd. And then I checked last month, and it was like, oh, you're good, case settled out of court. I was like, whew,
Clear.
That's great, clear. And then our daughter sent us a text and was like, hey, Mom, I think you got jury duty again. So I told her, open the letter, and sure enough, I got jury duty again for July 22nd. I was like, you got to be kidding me. This like messes up a lot of plans.
So we had to come back.
So I went online again to see if I can push it out. And they were like, nope, because you already pushed one out in the last 6 months. You got to show up in person.
So then when you show up in person, you got the full experience this time.
Yes. So they had us go back there, I sit down, and I was hoping it was going to be like the first time I went where there were so many people that by the time I got up there with my little flyer saying, you've been summoned, they were like, oh, here's a printout, put your name tag on, go in this room. I was like, dang it. I mean, yay, civic duty. So I sit there and I'm just playing on my phone. The cell service was crappy and I couldn't get on. Anyway, ramble.
Yeah. Finish the story.
So then they take us into the room based off what judge they had on our name tag. And then they had us go in 3 rows, and then those are going to be the people in the jury stand.
Yeah.
And then the rest is going to be sitting in the cattle call. That's what I call it, in the same room.
Right.
Guess who was sitting in the jury stand? In the front. And it was funny because you have the attorneys for the state, and then you have the attorney for the bad person, or the person in question.
The defendant, dear defendant. Innocent until proven guilty, my darling.
What did I tell you?
You said guilty until proven innocent. She obviously was not learning anything when I was a cop.
I didn't go to your court cases.
Thank God. You just saw another side of me.
But it was hilarious because it's like they go through the questions, and it was going to be a criminal case. I mean, that's as much as I can say. But heaven forbid they pick someone who was married to a cop and military.
Right.
Check. At first I was like, dang, I think they want me, because like half the people in the jurors was like military or law enforcement related.
Yeah.
And then one other person besides myself was hunters, and they were like, y'all have a good day. Right.
They didn't want nobody that knew about firearms and had background knowledge, because obviously the case had something to do with that. So Martha, after 3-4 hours, finally got kicked loose. And so she got home and she's like, I'm free.
Yeah, I stopped by, grabbed lunch on the way home, and I was like, I thought you'd be hungry.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because I just sat upstairs and worked. So you are now officially free and clear until what, January 22nd? Isn't it 6 months?
Well, they don't tell you ahead of time. So
no, it's your luck. I promise you, it's 6 months.
They said every 6 months in Polk County in Florida, you can be summoned for jury duty.
How many times have I been summoned?
Never.
They don't want nothing to do with me. They've seen my videos.
Yeah.
They watched Unplugged. They're like, this dude ain't going to be a good juror.
Yeah, he might sing for you.
God help us all. So anyway. Did you see what Goldie put on there? You can put that up on the screen. And so I'm with you, Goldie. I
would have been okay with it. I was like, bring it on. Bring it on. I'll tell you right now, guilty.
I spent so much time dealing with court when I was a cop. I'm like, no, I'm good. I've done my civic duty. Thank you very much. Leave me alone. I will do it, of course, if they ask. And honestly, it would be kind of neat to be on the backside of the jury instead of the dude testifying in front of the jury. So that'd be cool. But, I'm good. Thank you.
I mean, I was okay with it. They said it was going to be like 3 days. And I'm like, mm-hmm. And I was thinking, well, I don't mind doing it, but we do have a trip next week.
Right. Put that up there. Wendy says that they're Texas escapees and that it's so easy to get out of jury duty.
Nice.
Not Florida. They're like, shut up and color, get on down here. But we all know the stories about Florida, man. So, they got
totally not jealous, Wendy.
Hey, looking back at what she said, the weather up there is 50 to 70s the entire time. Yeah, that's really nice. Summers in Alaska, a lot of people don't realize they are beautiful. And Wendy, tell me this: does 50 feel warmer in Alaska than it does when you're anywhere else in the U.S.? What's your opinion on it?
Yeah, because right now they're in week 7 of Alaska.
That's the way to do it. That was why, honestly, we didn't go this year. Between everything that we had mentioned already, if you're going to go all the way up there, spend the entire summer up there, and you're still not going to do everything.
Yeah, I'm bummed because there was 2 fantastic things happening this summer in Alaska. So our friends are CrossFit owners and our chiropractor. There's their husband and wife.
Yep.
They just had their second baby end of June. Their little miracle baby.
Yep. And so we were hoping to be up there to see them, but we'll go see the baby next year.
Yeah, we got to see them too and their daughter last summer at the CrossFit Games. They came and flew down and spent some time.
And then Tim too's getting married.
Yes. So a guy that we used to do CrossFit competitions with in Alaska, and he was at the same CrossFit gym. He's getting married beginning of August.
Yeah. So we're going to miss that, unfortunately, because of RV Unplugged. But we still love them.
Yes.
You're lucky, Todd and Tony. We still like you.
We love Todd and Tony. We love Todd and Tony.
Right.
Todd and Tony.
So one question I want to throw out there. So if you're watching live and you know an answer to this, please put it in there. If this is something you watch in the after, please let us know. What state parks should we go to around Florida? Because right now we've got about 4 of them booked, but there's a lot, and we haven't been very many places in Florida.
Okay, Wendy's answering your question. So she says it's not bad, and she loves sweatshirt weather.
Yeah.
Yes.
For us, I don't know why it always felt like 50 wasn't bad, but I mean, we always went through the winter. So by the time summer came around, we were glad to be warm.
Yeah, because when it got about 30 degrees, I was like, all right, I'll put a hoodie on. I mean, you acclimate to the weather after a while. I mean, I'm from there, born and raised, and we lived there most of our married life. But
right. And Victoria put rainbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, let us know about that. I'm all about the vitamin C, SEA, by the way. I want to go near the ocean. I want to be on the beach. I grew up in California. I try not to admit that in public, but apparently I failed on this one.
He can't sit still. If he's near water, he wants a fishing pole in his hand, not a beer.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fishing guy.
Oh, and then Monica Lynn. Hi, Monica.
Hello.
I love that. Alaska, my heart.
That is awesome.
Now, Monica, I appreciate that you watch our YouTube videos and you do leave comments and stuff. So we just want to say thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, everybody's been great. It's been such a supportive community. I can't even express how much that means to us. It's wonderful.
It is.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about one thing that we're doing in October. And this is why we can't travel a whole lot outside of the South, maybe up the East Coast between now and then. And why is that?
Because we are going on a cruise in October, not just the regular cruise in going down to Cozumel and all that. Not the ones that we've
not the normal
on.
Eastern and Western Caribbean cruise that we've done several times. This is a 16-day cruise.
Going through the Panama Canal.
You got to speak up. You're really quiet.
Am I quiet?
Yes, I can see the mic here. So we're going to be going out of Los Angeles.
Moving your mic back a little.
There you go. So we're going to be flying to Los Angeles and taking off out of LA, doing 16 days through the Panama Canal, and then getting off the cruise in Tampa, Florida. What are you forcing me to do?
Really? I'm forcing him. So I'm tying him up, blindfolding him. I'm going to take him to 2 different coffee plantations, one in Colombia and the other one, I forget what.
Guatemala.
Thank you.
So we're going to be taking off from LA. Then we're going to go to Cabo San Lucas, then to Mazatlan, and then Puerto Casal, Guatemala, where we're going to go see the plantation and go do the coffee thing. And then Colón, Panama. I'm going to butcher this one. Cartagena, Colombia, another coffee one. Mm-hmm. And then Georgetown, Grand Cayman, which we've been there before.
Yeah, we have. That was in 2018 when my older cousin renewed her wedding vows with her husband for their 25th wedding anniversary. Yeah,
so we're excited about it. There's a cool place called Hell in
Grand Cayman.
In Grand Cayman. We want to go see. There's also the Tortuga rum distillery there, the vanilla rum. We've been waiting years to get back there.
Yes, because the vanilla rum extract, amazing. You put it in everything.
It is delicious.
We will bring back as much as they'll allow us on the ship.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have to share some.
Yeah. And then we're excited for that. We booked all our excursions through the cruise. And here's a pro tip. Wait until Black Friday / Cyber Monday to book any of your excursions. We got the package that's not the soda package and not the alcohol package. It's the one in between where you can get lattes.
Right, get the coffee on there.
Get the protein smoothies, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and all the packages were like 40% off for Black Friday, and then the excursions were all like 30 to 35% off. So overall, saved us a bunch of money. So if you decide to cruise, go ahead.
Okay, now Curtis wants to know if
we're popping up to Hershey. That is still yet to be determined. If we do, we either have to fly up or haul butt in the car.
Yeah, so that one's we're trying to fit everything in. I think kind of what helps is we're not doing the Run Disney because I hurt my hip.
Right.
So we shall see. It's a big maybe right now because we still have to leave a little room and flexibility for Chris's work. Although he's not traveling as much for work anymore. He's got a new boss. So, and but you never know.
Right. So the goal would be, I would like to, if we can pull it off schedule wise. We also are on the fence this year. Well, next year. We're going to have to see how it goes, but we may actually not do Tampa next year too. Might consider going out like courtside and do the tent, what do they call it? The tent show or whatever it is. We got invited by some other YouTube folks to go out there. They're doing a massive gathering out there in the desert.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you've ever been to the Quartzsite RV show.
What Monica Lynn, Alaska in my heart, have you seen all the stuff going on at the Alcan and Jasper National Park? Terrible. No, we haven't.
We haven't, no.
Well, we will definitely have to look at that. We have not. So exciting for you guys. Love cruises. We're going on a cruise in January. Yeah, we're so excited about it. This is one that we've been dreaming about for years. And this is one of those situations where like AI got me because obviously I've looked it up and I must have talked about it because I swear my phone listens. And it came in on an email. Hey, you interested in a Panama Canal cruise? And it was a one-way relocation cruise, LA to Tampa. And it was 16 days through the Panama Canal. And it could not have been a better situation because we board the ship Friday. We get off the ship like on a Monday at like 7 a.m. in the Monday. So I only missed 2 days of or 2 weeks of work, even though it's a 16-day cruise. So it works out. Timing is perfect.
Oh, wow. So Monica said it's all burned. Jasper.
Hey, Charlie Grace. Nice to see you on.
And the Petro exploded.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
We're going to have to look at that.
We'll have to look it up.
Wow,
hey,
that's crazy.
Grace.
So not last thing, but the next thing I want to talk about is the 4th annual Southern Alley Rally.
So Chris and we attended and helped volunteer the 1st and 2nd annual Southern Alley Rally, and that was at Camp Margaritaville, Auburndale.
Yeah.
We hosted the 3rd annual Southern Alley Rally at Camp Margaritaville, Auburndale. But the 4th one, we're excited because we're taking it to a new location. We're going to take it to Splash RV Park, and that's in Milton, Florida.
Splash RV Resort.
Oh, sorry. Splash RV Resort. Let me throw that pinky up. Resort. And it is spectacular. So Chris and I had the opportunity to stay there for a week recently and toured it. We did some recording and
planning for the rally. They are so accommodating and willing to do so much to make it an unbelievable experience. I'm thrilled because they agreed to do a 7-day package. So if you want to stay there for a full week, all taxes, all fees, everything included for $500. And I'm telling you, this is a legit full-fledged resort with amazing lazy river, pools, water slides.
They have tiki bars. They have food trucks that are built in the beer garden that they look like food trucks, but it's just built in ambiance, commercial, and spectacular. And
they have adult only areas. They have areas for the kiddos. So whatever makes you happy, they have. Go for it. Yeah, they have an adult-only pool, and then they have the family pool, and then the lazy river. Yeah, it's awesome. So the video will be coming out fairly soon. They give you a full tour of this resort. We went there a couple of years ago, just out of coincidence because of a hurricane. We had to stop. Yeah, and so as we're waiting, and we stayed there a couple of days, we did do a tour of it already. So we do have that video out, but now they've expanded and we got a little more insights on there. Yeah, we got to work with their marketing director and get behind the scenes stuff and just kind of show like what it all looks like now and some of the fun events they do. And the cool part is the section we stayed in this time wasn't even built yet. It was still just like dirt and all that. Yeah, it really was. I'm thrilled about it. I think it's going to be a great event. They're doing a murder mystery dinner for us. Yeah. They're willing to do if you all, the attendees, decide that you guys want to go do a trip to the casino, they will shuttle us, and they've got like big passenger vans. They'll shuttle us to the casinos. They'll take us down to Navarre. They'll take us to the beaches. Like whatever we want to do as a group, they're in.
Yeah, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, they've got an amphitheater. They'll play movies. They're going to do a movie night for us. It's going to be.
They have pickleball courts, and they have room for like 4 games to go on at once.
Mm-hmm. So, huge.
Dog parks and.
Yeah, you're reading my mind on the doggy parks.
Yeah, no, it's spectacular. We absolutely loved it there, and it's so charming. They have trees, but not too many trees. Like
it's enough for shade, but not to the point where it blocks Starlink. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we had our Starlink out, and we did have some trees around, but that didn't
mess with it all.
Yeah,
and T-Mobile worked fine up there. Also, it was really good.
The drinks were good.
Oh yeah, they were strong. Yeah, they were. No, I was one and done. Yeah, so March 5th through 9th will be the official dates of the rally. Splash RV Resort in Milton, Florida, which is up by, I just went blank. It's up in the Panhandle, all the way up kind of towards Alabama. One of these days, my brain will remind me.
Yeah, so VenturesomeCouple.com, and then go to gatherings, go to events, and then gatherings, and it'll take you here. And it's going to have all the information. So we did talk to them. So now they'll do a deposit. So you don't have to pay everything all up front. So we had some feedback from the first run of folks that had already purchased their tickets. So you purchase the tickets on our website, but you book with the resort.
And you can also get refunds. So both through us and them. So that's a change. So if you decide to come for the full week, March 2nd is the arrival, which is a Sunday. Mm-hmm. And the official rally kickoff will be Thursday. And then the rally will end with a duck or gator race on Sunday, March 9th.
Yes, which is cool because we talked to them about that and they're all for it. So it's like a nice little send off.
Yeah.
We can have potlucks. There's, like Chris said earlier, they're very accommodating.
Yeah, and they are all in on it. So when we do the finale duck race or alligator race, however we do it on Sunday morning, whoever wins, whatever duck wins, that couple or individual will be comped free tickets to next year's rally. Yeah. That's a big deal.
That is. Oh, and we're going to have our own photo booth with our own little Southern Alley rally, gator, and everything. I mean, they came up with so many great ideas that we're going to implement, and we'll just keep updating and sharing the newsletter.
And we do allow SOBs.
Yep. Some other brands.
That's right. We don't care. This is all inclusive. If you want to come hang out and be a part of the community, come hang out.
Yeah, bring your family, bring your friends. Just get tickets so it'll cover their meals, and everyone gets a shirt. And
yeah.
swag.
We've always followed kind of the spirit of what Alliance does. Alliance allows non-Alliance RVs to go to their national rallies. And so our philosophy has always been the same. It's about community. It's about getting together and enjoying time with your tribe. So that's why we're doing the SOB thing. So if you want to come, please do. Tickets are already on sale. We are trying to close out ticket sales by the end of this year, so December 31st. That way, Splash has the ability to allow snowbirds to pick up any spots that we don't sell out.
Because right now, when you use our code, I mean, we're not making money off this. So when you use our code, it actually puts you in sites near all of us. Yeah. So we have our own section right now. And so that's why they wanted to book before December.
The end of December.
Or the end of December before they release those sites. But others have gotten different sites because they wanted pull through. So we get premium back in, but we have our own section.
Yeah. So I'm thrilled about that. So there's a couple things. Go ahead.
Hi, Caleb.
Well, hello, Mr. Powell.
I almost missed that one.
You can't miss Caleb. They're always on.
I know. We texted him earlier. Caleb's a pilot for Delta, and we're getting ready to fly out on Delta. So we texted him yesterday and was like, "Hey, Caleb,
right?
How's your flights?"
I was worried because with all this lovely computer stuff that was going on, it was wreaking havoc on the airlines. So it sounds like it's getting better. Oh, and there we go. Somebody bailed us out. Victoria bailed us out. It's near Destin, about a half hour from Destin. So up in the Panhandle. I could not believe why my brain would not work.
It's been a long day.
It has been a day.
Yeah, it's been a long week.
It has. So we have some really fun things planned with our Delta. I know, a lot of people like the mods and the upgrades and the tips and tricks that we do. We're going to be partnering with 2 amazing brands coming up very soon. One of them we got scheduled out, and I'll drop I'll let them know what that one is. So we're going to work with RV Roof Armor, and we are going to be ripping off our vinyl roof or PVC roof and doing the RV roof armor on our RV.
Yes.
And the reason we're doing that is because we've already drilled about 40 holes in our roof with all the solar panels.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be able to have them spray over everything. And think of it kind of like rhino lining for a truck bed, except for our roof. The best part, no die-core, no maintenance, never again.
Yeah, the other one we're still coordinating.
We got to ink the deal, but let's put it this way. It's along the same ideas. Our goal is to be able to set this trailer up, the Delta up, so that we have almost zero exterior maintenance.
Pretty sure we're going to keep this one for a lot longer.
Well, we are. That was the plan. We wanted to get under 35 foot. Next one I get will have a steering wheel, and Alliance hasn't built any of those, so I'm not in a hurry.
Yep. Not in a hurry. We're enjoying our Delta. So we have been working at doing different mods and different things with our Delta. We'll do a tour video because we wanted to kind of live into it. We wanted everyone to see what it looks like when we first got it. And then now we're going past the honeymoon phase with it now.
Yeah.
Because we lived in it for a little bit, doing some upgrades, changing things out, testing things out, changing things out.
Right. Wait, what she means is the toilet. It had a Thetford toilet in it.
We called it a squatty potty toilet because it was short.
Way, way short. And so we went back to a Dometic toilet, but that was our choice. And thank you, Parts at Alliance. We took care of that.
Yes, at the rally.
Yes, we did. So there is a lot of things. But I will say, before we go, one of the things we also get asked and we never addressed is this: how was the build quality for the Delta? And you all know we're Alliance ambassadors, but you also know we put it all out there. We're not going to hold back.
And we paid for it too. So we were not given a free trailer.
And all these upgrades that we've done from the factory, guess what? It's coming out of our pocket. We have paid for the upgrades.
It got put on the build sheet. Our desk, $500. Our safety rail, $180. We got charged for them, but we wanted them on when we got the trailer.
Yep. So we're paying for all this stuff. And we could say without a shadow of a doubt, the Delta is by far the best built trailer that we have ever owned. It had very, very few things that were wrong with it. The only thing that initially was wrong with it that was like annoying, and it wasn't Alliance's fault, was the 50 amp receptacle on the back of the RV was bent on the interior, but you wouldn't know that at Alliance when they plugged in because their plugs are so loose from being plugged in and taken out so many times. But when you put the new 50 amp plug in at the RV park, it wouldn't go in. It took freaking forever.
It was funny but frustrating, and I wanted to smack Chris.
She did. Not literally smack me. She wanted to smack me.
So what had happened was, so he went to plug it in and he couldn't. So I went over there and I squatted down there and I got the plug, and it's at the back of the trailer, and he had to do an extension because he parked too far back. Well, anyway, so it took me about 10 minutes to get it in, and I finally got it in, and he comes around the corner. He's like, "Oh, great. Good job." Pulls it out. "Show me how you did it." I plugged it in, Christopher.
Needless to say, we drove over to Alliance, and they had that thing switched out in about 30 seconds flat. And the best part was, I'll let you tell them, because the service manager was there.
Yeah, so the service manager came over, saw what it was, the receptacle plug, and it's just a small little piece. And he's like, "Oh, great, the vendor's here. I'll be back." And I put Chris's arm up in front of me, and I was like, "Let me at him." I was just kidding.
Yeah. So they took it right to the vendor and said, "Hey man, these things are this one was messed up." And it was something to do with the way it was bent on the inside of the 50 amp. It wasn't like a prong was bent. It was like it was a manufacturing error the way it was designed. So they fixed that. Other than that, the things that we wanted to change, like the toilet, there was nothing wrong with it. It functioned the way it was supposed to. I just did not like it being that stinking short to the ground.
He's 6'2". I'm 5'6", so I'm fun size. It was okay for me, but it was still a little annoying. But for Chris, he's like, this is a squatty potty.
Yeah. And then little things like the door handles that we switched out. We switched out the door handles to flush ones, and you'll see all that if you haven't already on the tour. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool things that we're doing to the Delta. I love the AC video all did. Man, I'm always saying I wish I had our RVs had better air conditioning. It was such a great video. Thank you very much. We tried to be super transparent. Like we showed that Alliance made a mistake on that rear vent. It was not taped in the way it should in the ducting.
And here's an answer too. Like we get this quite a bit, and I still got to answer a comment on that. And someone's like, at this many minutes in the video, you should have retested. And it's like, no, because this is how it was from the factory.
Right. We didn't want to modify. We wanted to show how we got it, the fixes we made, which we were transparent about, with the insert, then with the vents, and then where we were at the end. There's more coming to our AC in the future. There's something else that we plan on doing that's going to be something I've never accomplished. I've never attempted. We'll say that.
Same here.
Yeah, it'll be cool. So we've got some stuff coming up, but I can say that 102% was no BS. That was all done at their shop. And
the other reason why we didn't like retest it after we taped that part in the attic is because if we hadn't did the RV airflow and the air directs, it would have stayed like that.
Right. And I understand what they're saying. They're saying, oh, it might have been a 60% improvement versus 100% or versus an 80% because you're taking out variables. Yes, I understand. This is not a true scientific method, but it gets to the point of what we were trying to do, was just showing here's a product that actually works, that we believe in and stand by, on an American-made company here that's owned by mom and pop, that helps ACs.
And for us, it did give us 102% increase. Right. Now, the results would vary per trailer, per like maybe one's over an inch more than the other. I mean, like Chris said, there's too much stuff.
Too many variables.
We're just sharing our experience.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the feedback on that, because we love that one. And we will continue to do product videos like that where we find things that are awesome. All I can tell you is when we get the opportunity, we will be doing a massive change to our suspension. I can't tell you more. It's confidential, but there is something coming that is going to be a industry first.
Just pretend you're hearing that Jumanji sound right now.
Right? It's coming.
No, we're really excited for that. So no, we have fun. We love doing the mods and upgrades. We fit our trailer for our lifestyle. Right. We're getting it ready for Key West whenever we can replan that trip.
It's coming. That is a must. I'm hoping to get there before the cruise.
And we definitely want to get it ready, Alaskan ready.
Oh, that's why that whole miracle change to that lower end will be such an amazing setup. But we'll keep you posted. And we have taken them over an hour.
Oh, we just want to say hi to Troy.
Hello, Troy.
He said he can attest to it. It works as advertised. A great product. It really is. And they're a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, literally. It's just a small, tiny little business, but they do such amazing work.
And what's cool, we've been to the factory 3 or 4 times, and they're in a warehouse, but only half the warehouse is theirs. The other half is a different company.
Right. It's been cool.
It is.
Well, it was wonderful to be live with everybody again. I thank you all that stuck around and joined us. We appreciate you beyond what you could ever imagine.
Yeah, so we'll be sign up for our newsletter, because we'll give more information out about the Southern Alley Rally. Like we said, we got the feedback from the first hand of folks that bought or reserved their site. Now they're only doing a deposit. You can get your deposit back or your refund back within a certain amount of time. We have it all in an email. We got a lot of fun things planned. We got new merchandise on our website. We revamped our website. We paid the professionals.
It's been good. Mm-hmm. Thank you all for your time. Have a wonderful evening. And most importantly,
hi, Peepaw.
Well, hello.
Aww.
That's my daddy, y'all. My daddy's on. He on the Facebook.
Oh.
All right. Well, back to what I was saying.
Thank you guys for taking the time to watch. If you're watching this in the replay, just leave us a little comment, hi, or C4YT. Comment for YouTube. Yeah.
Keep the algorithm happy.
Put those on any of the videos, because YouTube likes that.
We love you too, Goldie. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Enjoy every moment, folks. Have a good one.